asked to work with two particular groups from two sections from Nairobi. We had Pacific Initiative from Huruma, and we had Goodspell Productions from Eastlands. At the moment, they're doing small-scale productions to attract people to an issue put forward by an NGO, but they're ambitious enough to say we would like to be a full-scale performing company in the way that the theatre company has developed itself. So once I know that we're dealing in that very short period of time with those specific challenges, I say, okay, let's identify the main areas of concern for any performer, which are the nature of the voice and the communication with the audience, the use of the body to express the ideas, and then the ability to utilize the imagination to bring the audience into the excitement of performance. And then really, that's the central challenge of all performers. That's much better. Now you're all working. But try not to push the sound out. Voiced section 1, take 1. Action. Case, cut. What happened to his voice then? Why? Yeah? Yeah, strong, come on. You did some beautiful diaphragm work earlier, so keep it really strong and supported. Support is the key word with all voice. If it loses support, you can tell it right away. Come on, full diaphragm, ribs working. Yeah, abdominals strong. And 8. Voice exercise 2, take 1.
It is a child, a human being, a child in form of flesh and blood. Now, the moment this child was born, every Tom, Dick, especially Harry, was there.
Okay, now, I know the style, yeah? And I know the style is to make it very surprised and shocked in the voice. So it's a really interesting challenge for you. How can you use the voice work that you've done today, opening up all those muscles, to create a clearer, stronger tone, and yet keep that sense of the Luya storytelling? Yeah? So can you try and do both?
That was the exact song that was sung in this village. When every child was born, I remember vividly that day.
I want you to just spend a little bit more time thinking where the breath is going to come. Because a lot of the time I found you going, where's my breath? But I thought he absolutely took that idea perfectly. Yeah? And there was a fullness and richness in the voice that wasn't there before. Well done. So just do the last little part again, but think about where the breath is coming.
Now I remember vividly that day. Every Tom, Dick and Harry, especially Tom, were present.
Brilliant.
Now I remember my grandmother, Nahumicha. Nahumicha, my grandmother was a serious grandmother. She was not a grandmother, but a grandmother.
And stop. I just want to show one thing here. So what concerns me, the first way that he was doing it, is that so much tension goes into the throat that in 1 or 2 years he becomes like one of those preachers who's translating into Swa, yeah? And they destroy their voice. Voice exercise 2, take 5. Say goodbye as if you don't really want to go.
Goodbye, Mama.
And relax. Now let's do it one more time. Now, of course, it's a very extreme situation. But see if you can use the different notes in your voice. Because at the moment, everything is up there, good, I think you're yelling at your mother, da, 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 da. Yeah? It's a little bit too much for the audience to listen to for too long. But see if you can use the tone in your voice to make a different feeling from your mum.
Mommy, Daddy, goodbye. Goodbye, Mommy.
Nice!
Yes! Love it. Movement exercise number 1. Take 1. Action. What level of energy is he working at?
I think 3.
Yeah, it feels about 3, doesn't it? Yeah. So now, if we go to 6, can it be bigger? Can it be grander? Can it be more threatening? Can it be wilder? Should we give him a rhythm to help him? Great. Okay. Fantastic. So it's so totally different. So just 2, 3 simple ideas, and you got someone entirely different. And he's tired. Now, so that goes back to earlier work about breathing, doesn't it? So how can you do that? How can you expend that level of energy without completely exhausting yourself? And I think we can. Yeah? But it's about that internal mastery. Yeah. Movement exercise 1. Take 2. Action. That's why I was waving to you. That was great. It was fabulous.
Which that stage management is not there. So he has to be in a stage, and he has to know the
Yeah, there's something really kind of pleasing about sticking to that line. Do watch out for getting too close to the audience. Imagine this is the edge of the stage, and you might fall off if you come here. So now can you make a bit more mysterious and use the idea of putting the face into it? And cut. Thank you. Well done. We're on Waiaki Way, and we know that one of the two is a con man, but they don't know which is the con man. So, this is imagination section number 1, scene 1, take 1.
Mungu amenionyesha. God has just given me a vision that I have to talk to you. Kuna mtu mgonjwa kwenyu kama mama yako, sister yako hivi?
kwetu
mwenye ni mgonjwa ni my grandfather.
So unaona, you see? I can tell you.
Bari pastor.
Nini?
Sana pastor.
Haya, habari yako?
Unanisaidia.
Thank you very much.
Shida imesha kwetu.
Shida imesha
kwetu.
Kabisa.
Kabisa.
Unaona?
Mimi sijakuamini bado. Kwa nini
Huyu
lazima
ngoja
Sikiza.
kidogo. Huyu ni mtu wa Mungu kabisa. Mtu nakwambia siku watu tutakuwa hata biguni atakuwa amesimama hapo mbele. Ngoja kwetu hata unajua anti yangu shosho yake.
And relax. So let's take it a little more chilled. Let's play around with the energy level. Maybe a little bit more awareness of the traffic. The con man is slightly worried maybe about a vehicle stopping and catching him at it. Imagination exercise 1, take 2. And action.
So pastor, acha mimi niende, niko na safari iko mbele, unasikia?
Na umemaliza ile maneno?
Unajua huyu anaonekana ni mjanja. Huyu anaonekana ni mjanja bana. Anaweza katuseti kwa makarao.
Na ni ngumu.
Sasa tufanye hivi, next mimi ndio pastor. Wewe hizi nywele zako zinakuuza.
Oh, is dread.
Dread zinakuuza bana, mapasta kidogo na dread.
Okay. Sasa acha nikae.
Ndio sasa.
Nikae mzuri.
Wewe pasta. Pesa yangu.
Mimi ndio pastor.
Hapana, huyu ndio pasta. Uliniambia bado sijapata pesa.
Aliretire.
Pesa yangu pasta, ama nipeleke polisini.
And cut a moment. Did you notice what she did when I laughed? What did she do? Yeah, she completely took the focus away from the performance. So now here, we want to believe what's going on. It's realistic, isn't it? This exercise is going to explore the more physical expression of stage actors, and it's called the doctor's waiting room. Exercise 2. Take 1.
Oh, madam ni nini? Madam, I'm having a headache in my stomach. A headache in your stomach? Can you wait for the doctor? Hey, ngojea madam. You can go and see the doctor. You can go and see the doctor.
Okay, and cut. Now, what am I going to tell Caroline as a director? She's spending an awful lot of time. Yes, exactly. It is not so interesting. So you've got to find a way of being a little less like that, even though she's got a headache in her stomach, which is a terrible thing. Yeah? But without giving too much of your other side to the audience. Yeah? Let's try that again. Imagination 2, take 4, action.
Yes, Mr. What's your name?
Jina naitwa Raymond.
Leta kalamu kidogo.
Sorry, huna kalamu yako?
Daktari, yangu ina siri kidogo.
Huyo anakufa. Atanipatia ngoja kukufa.
Raymond, kimbia ndani.
Wewe, daktari.
Wame.
Where's the doctor? Sisi hapa unaona tumekuja kukaa.
And cut. Now, great. Now this brings us on to one of the most difficult things that all actors have to learn, and that is the sharing of focus. I want to talk about that a little bit now. When a lot of things start happening on stage and even on camera, the audience sometimes doesn't know where to look or where to give their attention. So we have to create that focus for them. We have to bring their attention to what's important. Now, in this peculiar scenario, all of you think that you're the most important person. So you have to learn, to some extent, to let the focus go to the most interesting point and to share it. So even though your finger is falling off, yeah, maybe at one point you lose it. So you have nothing to say because you're looking for your finger. Maybe you're in so much pain that you can't say anything for a little while, and the focus goes to the conversation. The conversation is not always between you and the nurse. It can also be between you and the other patients as well. So see if you can, in your heart, know where the focus needs to be. And take time. There can be silence. There is silence in life. Silence is only boring when the audience has nothing to think about. So this really is just a very quick entry into the world of performance, but we hope also that it will excite you to deepen your knowledge and increase your experience and work with all these wonderful artists that are out there in the world.